So it's January 1st. 2023 is officially in the rearview mirror, and I thought this would be a good moment to talk about what went well in 2023, what didn't go quite so well, and what I would like to try and achieve in 2024. I figure if I tell you guys, you can help to keep me accountable. You can leave me comments going, have you done it yet? Are you any closer to that goal? And hopefully that will encourage me to get there that little bit faster than I might do otherwise. So 2023, the start of 2023 was chaos, for want of a better word. I had not long had a baby, and by not long I mean literally days ago had a baby, and so everything was upside down. She was my third baby, so I had two other little ones at home to contend with, and yeah, just trying to find a normal day-to-day routine took a little while. I think it was probably, oh gosh, like 6 or 8 weeks after I'd given birth when I finally managed to pick up a hook again. I really missed it by that point. So courtesy of having a new little bundle of joy to look after, on top of everything else that was already going on, I didn't want to set myself any strict goals for 2023. I didn't think that extra pressure, that extra stress would do me a whole lot of good when I was seriously sleep deprived. So my main goal for 2023, aside from the generic, keep the business going, hopefully grow it a little bit, was to try new things. And boy, did I do that. While I was on maternity leave, just put myself out there, tried lots of things for my business that I had never done before. I took part in a couple of blog hops. I'd never done that before. And not only did I do blog hops where I was sharing existing patterns, I also designed a few of my patterns specifically for blog hops. So that would include patterns like my Scraptacular basket and my Mitica scarf and my Technicolor tile coaster. They were definitely all created for blog hops. And I think the Cozy Stripes draft excluder was technically created for a, not quite blog hop, but Cal year-long event thing that was going on. So that again was specifically designed for the event that I was taking part in. I also managed to take part in 2 collaborative cals. So that was where my slalom square and my Chinese evergreen square popped up from. And in a moment of sleep deprived craziness, I decided to host a winter cal as well as the spring cal that I already had in planning phases. Now, I probably would have been an awful lot more on top of preparations for the spring cal had I not done the winter cal. I might have actually been able to take some time off over Christmas, so lesson learned with that one. But because I was busy preparing for the winter one, the spring preparations got pushed back a little bit, which meant it was a little bit further on than I had anticipated, especially given the transition back to work was a lot more full on than I had anticipated. And so, yeah, I think next year I have no problems with doing a January cal, but I'm not going to commit myself quite so much in the run up to Christmas so that I can get all preparations out of the way, done and dusted, and take some proper time off with the family. Now, that's not to say that I neglected my family, but it's hard to completely switch off your brain, I think, when you're an entrepreneur and you're running your own business. And it would have been that little bit easier if I didn't have those to-do lists for the cal hanging over my head the whole time. One of the other things that I decided to do was to up my YouTube game. So instead of just doing a monthly vlog, I decided to do some tutorials and some other bits and pieces, and I have to say I've had a lot of fun doing it. Hopefully it's made my patterns a little bit more accessible to those of you who aren't as familiar with certain techniques, and it is something that I would like to continue in 2024. So after I made that decision, I did manage to keep up to 1 video a week up until right at the end of the year. So I did take 2 weeks off YouTube. I didn't post any videos for those 2 weeks just to give myself a little bit of a break, given that I was also doing cal prep. Courtesy of the Crochetpreneur Business Academy, I also took part in a month-long Instagram challenge where we were given lots of prompts to try and encourage us to post certain things and boost engagement. And I certainly had a lot of fun doing that last year, we're talking about 2023 now. And although I haven't fully finished doing my accounts, because technically here in the UK the financial year ends at the start of April, I have already smashed my income from 2022. So I am super proud of that. I have met my goal of continuing to grow as well as trying new things that I hadn't done before. And the other thing that I forgot was that I have been published in 2 publications this year. So I had a pattern over the summer in Simply Crochet, and I had one in December for Crochet Foundry. So again, that was another completely new experience. Now, thinking about 2024, I felt after the pretty much chaos of 2023, I'd like to be a little bit more intentional this year, especially given that my natural personality, and particularly in my day job, I am very organised. That is how I function, that is how I eliminate my stress. Aside from crocheting, I am organised. So after being recommended it by a friend, at the end of 2023, I listened to a book called Profit First. Now, if you are a small business owner, you might have heard of this book. I loved it, and I can safely say I would like to try embracing the teachings that it brings to small business in 2024. So I have already set up my 5 basic accounts, and being January 1st, I have technically just taken my first profit drawing. So hopefully that will go well. Stand me in good stead financially going through 2024, because let's face it, small business owners do have a bad habit of reinvesting all their profits back into their business and taking nothing for themselves. So I'm hoping that this philosophy will allow me to create a business that is better than before, especially financially better than before, and also have some benefits for myself. So taking out some money for me and the family to have a little bit of fun. My other really big goal that I came to after speaking to my community was to create a crochet pattern collection. Now I'm thinking of releasing this roughly the middle of the year. I'm aiming to have 5, maybe 6 themed patterns that are going to be released together. I have already designed 2 of them and of course come up with a theme. So fingers crossed that I can come up with the other ones fairly quickly and start crocheting, getting them into testing, doing those other bits and pieces. And I really hope that you guys like them when you do see them. But I was inspired again. It was one of those middle of the night feeding the baby kind of things, just like my pumpkin blanket from the autumn, where I just thought, oh, I've not tried that before. Why not give it a go and see what happens? So yeah, fingers crossed for some success when I do that. More general goals that I would like to continue with are to post a video every week on YouTube. So I plan to vary this between vlogs, tutorials and general crochet stuff. Do let me know if there are specific videos that you would like to see or ones that you really enjoy, so that I know exactly what to make for you. Hopefully this will allow me to continue to grow my YouTube community and to better serve you. In general, just like any small business owner, I would like to make a little bit more profit this year, to keep growing my business, to offer things that I haven't had before. I have considered doing a membership and decided I don't think I'm quite in the right place for that. I don't think I have enough free time to commit to that. I'm worried that if I start one and offer amazing things that I will not keep up with it and fail, so I've decided to put that off for now. If the pattern collection organisation side of things goes well, I am thinking of launching a mini course later in the year, but again, that's not a definite thing at the moment. It's just something that's mulling around in my brain. Another thing that I would quite like to try is releasing a larger mosaic pattern. So I released my first smallish mosaic patterns last year. So I had the Simply Love mosaic cushion cover, which was for Crochet Foundry's vlog. And I did add a little bit of mosaic crochet to my citrouille pumpkin baby blanket. But I would like to, now that I've introduced you to my mosaic style, do a larger piece that is all mosaic and see what you make of it. Along with that, I would also like to host another KAL. Now, being January 1st, my beautiful Bugs blanket KAL has started literally today, but that is a collaborative KAL that I'm doing along with 9 other designers. I would like towards the end of the year to do another solo KAL like I did last year and the year before, just as a personal goal. I think it's become a little bit of a tradition in my mind and I'd like to continue it, seeing as you guys seem to like them. There are probably loads of other things that I should try and achieve for my business this year, but I think for now that's enough to be getting on with. If there's anything that you think I should try or aspire to do, or doing something I haven't done before, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll see what I can do. Don't forget to come back at the end of the year to see, do I actually manage to achieve any of these goals and how did it go? I'll see you then.